Ooh, is it cold? Is it chilly nowadays? And welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. The continuation of the Quarantine playthrough. We're 30 hours in, so we have 10 hours more to go. According to NetCrit. But let's see if we can end it all this stream. I bet we can. Because we're great like that. We're unstoppable like that. We kinda over leveled like that. Now last time we entered the purification temple.
This is Thresh's mighty fortress? I have seen bigger in the Freljord.
The mist here is troubled, full of anger.
We're angrier.
I gotta agree with Pike. No ancient spirit can stand between me and Gangplank. Let's show this Thresh that no one crosses Bilgewater.
Hey, let's go. I'm about to meet the best champion. Prison of the Condemned. A new location has been added to the map. That's an executioner. Wow. The low rewards. We could. Now it's scripted. Why? Why? He'll have me languish here, sir. Release me to the sands. You have forgotten again. The curse has robbed you of memory, because you are weak. You have no idea how important your streams are to Thresh. The irony you feel delights him. Deliver me from this plane onto another, the spirit realm. Do we backstab him? Please tell me we stab him in the back. No. Visitors and living. How quaint. You have no idea how big a mistake you have made coming here. But soon you shall know. Why not just stab him in the Mind Reaper? 10,000 HP. Alright. Oh god. Alright, there we go. Yeah, that's basically his entire thing. He's gonna do terror. So yeah, we just gotta kill the fucker real fast. I mean, 10k, that ain't a lot. Oh wait, he already set up his attack. Well, he's dead, man. Well. Nice knowing you, big guy. Hell yeah. Oh, we got that dark blood ship. 91. Talk to the person. I'll be free soon, don't worry about me. Yes, indeed. I've done my time any day now. I'm gonna consume you, pray we never meet again. Yeah. I can agree on that. Now, what about you, big guy? You look precious. Let me see you closer. Time to beat the shit out of his ghost. I guess I might as well take yours.
one step ahead of the rest.
Oh. Alright. Get the shit out of them. I think we have, what, 1 stat of terror? We have a total of 1 stat of terror. Hell yeah. That means we can just kill you. No consequences.
Never get old.
Anyways, I had a very weird thought earlier today. Right, you know Pokemon. Everyone knows Pokemon. Now since like normal animals are replaced by Pokemon in Pokemon, how does the goddamn beef industry work? You have milk tanks, so how do you slaughter a tank? How do you, what, do you just lure into a false sense of security then?
All these trapped spirits.
Thank you, Aso, for interrupting
You
me.
feel pity for them? No. It's grief.
They remind me of someone. The person I'm thinking of is a fighter. But his spirit did not rest easy after death.
You encountered this spirit?
Yes. I can't stop fighting him, even after he's died. Seeing these cages makes me wonder. Is he trapped? Or am I?
You'll have to meet him and find out.
I think I joined up with you so I wouldn't have to.
Anyways. So like, what do you do against like a milk tank? That's actually good with this. Pokemon beef industry. The food politics of Pokemon, of course. What do people in the Pokemon world didn't have? Oh shit, is that? Like, what do you do against the fucking Mareep? Electric sheep. What, do you challenge every Pokemon you have farmed and raised to a duel so you can kill it and eat it? Oh, it's far-fetched that Lac-like Pokemon was hunted to near extinction because of its delicious taste. Similar to the bluefin tuna today. Ooh. Oh. Simply put, it is a fact that people eat Pokemon. Hell yeah. Oh. Oh. Oh shit. The Pokemon breeders likely keep a clear distinction between creatures reared as food versus raised as pets, which is similar to the dog meat industry in countries like China and Switzerland. Regardless in our world, apparently the Pokemon the habits of eating highly subjective. Alright. Now, thank you for answering my questions. Is anyone up? Please, Jim, please help me. Alright. You didn't even have a chest. I don't deserve, but this is better. But this is better. Alright. Lore. The spirit realm is sick. The spirit realm here is foul. You know, and it feels like clean earth, like fresh rain. Here it's like wading neck deep through a sea of mold and rotten slime. It's suffocating. I can breathe, really breathe. It feels worse when the torture peers into my cell. It feels worse when his lantern shines. He drags the humans away one by one, but he never touches me. There are no others there among the survivors of our shipwreck. He also live off of rotten scraps he feeds them, but I need spirit mages desperately, as I need air. I cannot feel the lack of it. My heart beats slower. I lie here in the dark, my chest feels as if weight is lying on it. And I'd be drag me off and kill me, then leave me here another day. Maybe the torturer knows that maybe leaving me here to suffocate is his special plan for me. Hell yeah. What about you? What do you do? Is that flesh? No, of course, it's about to be served. Hell yeah, give me your recipes. I'll share the suffering I have endured. Oh no, it is a warlock. He has a fish. As an actual fish. Get that. Got work to do. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Too easy.
Now we gotta kill all those. Grab all these. Bound to the trench. Trench warfare. How many waves? 2. A warlock and a shield bearer. Of course all of them inflict terror upon death.
That's how we do it.
Still, terror is an instant kill. Which is nice. Now it cannot be cleansed. Alright, do I have a cleanse? Now I know Pike can cleanse himself. Alright, do I have a cleanse? I think it's in the speed lane. Give me a second. No, I'll have to change that soon.
Swift, like vengeance.
Oh shit, driven by fear. What does he do? Wait, does... Oh yeah, he's the guy that flips it. Alright. Yeah, no way am I getting 6 stacks of that shit on me.
Knock him down.
There we go. Nice and easy. Now we got a respec. Sorry. Now we did cleanse that, it's just the game doesn't recognize that we did it. Alright, so journal. We need 7 more for another pike. Enchantments, 77. Inventory, ruins, abilities. Here it is. Now I'm pretty sure this one. And there it is. I think those are the ones that actually can use. Level 20. Oh, they actually summon stuff. Oh shit. All of them inflict terror. That's great. Because I need to see if I can cleanse it. No, not enough. Creeping death. A 1,000 damage.
Your death will be without honor.
Oh, did we get a double turn? Alright. It does cleanse. Good. Which means we're perfectly fucking safe. Oh no, he raises his shield. Alright, so let's generate some. I need acid to kill that thing, so kill it. Alright, you kill that thing. Place it there.
That's how we do it.
Kill that. Now you can cleanse the 7 stats off him. And we can continue doing damage. Because you know us, we're simply too good to fail.
Scratch that.
Knock him down.
Ah, they use the always third ultimate ability. But nah, ooh, that's a lot of XP we have here. How are you? Does someone remember I was here? Where's some of this voice? You should leave this place. Yeah, well. This man has an item. If you ask me, I belong here, and so do you. Alright. I want to show you the suffering I have endured. Alright.
I've faced worse.
Exactly. I mean, this guy doesn't survive 2 turns. He did nothing. Sonya's ring. No. No way. No, 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 no. Let's go. Increase stamina, increase that, increase haste. 20%. Oh, I could do it. Oh, shit. Now, I like my setup I have here. Yeah, 400 HP or like 20 AD. I know which one I'm choosing. What's your story? Oh, Thresh, let me... I'm killing all of you. It's time to feed. What?
You'll all drown.
I see, that's quite simple. It is. Quite simple because I can. Oh, he had a chest. Never mind, it was for the loot as well. Tea of the Ancients. Ooh, fine leather straps. Finally. We missed lore. We must go back. We need that lore. Ignore everything else, we need the lore. I want to learn many things about the video game I play. Such as who had the bright fucking idea to put it in such a way that you will not see it. Necrit's diary! Let's go. It's been an age since I had time to contemplate the day and record my thoughts on paper since the queer's injury. I have barely a moment to sleep and no time to spend on myself. I shouldn't complain. I knew what I was getting into when I took this position at King Vierdo's side, but sometimes I feel that the task I volunteered for has grown and changed. Now I knew Vierdo was a strong-tempered young man with fragile nerves and an inclination to anger, but since Zoid's poison, he's been even more erratic than usual. The kingdom's votes are stuffed with magical oaths won from Tamariura's enemies, and he's been ratting among them at a throne at China shop. China shop. China. Every day the edge search for them something that would heal the queen's injury. Even every day I must nudge him to focus on his kingly duties. I return to Madara partly due to the feeling that we are living through a momentous time in our kingdom's history. A poisoned queen and a king whose despair distracts him from rule. There are stories like this in the books I've read as a child. Under those tales, we don't have a blessed hero to swoop in and solve everyone's problems. We may have the king's niece, Callista, even though she may locate the fabled Blessed Isles. There may not be a cure for them. Hard to find. Wow, Callista, another champion that didn't appear in the Ruination. But I'm glad they at least mentioned her. By name, because you know Yorick didn't even get that. Oh no, a stealth enemy. They're so invisible.
All things in motion.
Bats in Terraria's underworld have more stealth than you, mysterious warlock and curator. No, I already told you know. You know what they're saying. Once a fear eater, always a dead man. Alright, it's good that we're getting some multiple waves. This way I can take care of most of this stuff here. Oh, look at that. Oh, look at that timing. Oh, look at that. Great IQ. 300. Ah, yes. Thank you. So perfect to build. A 3-star. Execution. Terror. Magic shell. Now, whatchamacallits. Nice try.
And still break.
I'd stay down.
Alright, let's see. Can we get 2 stacks? Yes, we can. Ghost round. Alright, we speed lane as Suo.
Follow the flow.
So we can get rid of that terror. Strike once.
Good.
Wind wall. Defense shroud. Avatar. Let's go.
I live for this.
Let's go. Shadow Tears. You want me to title slam? Hell yeah. We actually got upgrades. Healing Mist. Let's go. Finally. There's a ward that breaks our... stops our way. We'll find a way through it. Thresh's dungeon, let's go. Ward blocks away. Now I just changed to that guy. Hell yeah, that's... You're already dead. Your body just hasn't caught up yet. Now that's a Shen quote. You know, the Eye of Twilight. Wasn't he also supposed to be there for the Ruination? Let's not speak of the Ruination anymore.
Swift, like vengeance.
No one wants to speak about the Ruination. Get that crit up to the depths. Let's go.
And I'm on your side.
Yeah, says the man who can just ghost. We can just use his wall on it. How was it? What was it called? Ah, yes, a phantom spirit. To block the stun. Oh hell! How are you getting more XP? Shield slam, devourer, heartbreaker. Ooh, let's go. Rune? No, it's not runes. It's abilities. All right, bro. You gotta. Interesting. Now we got that Heartbreaker. And there we go. OP as it should be. But soon our main damage dealers show up. Oh. Looky here. Who is that? The Mist Maiden? Who is that? I don't know, but he's the first unlimited as Antarctis on site here. The element being barely acknowledges anything around him. He's just being in a world of his own, waiting for something. Who are you? No name. Can't remember. Are you a treasure servant? I am a curator. Trash keeps me from fading. I find special things for him and show him. Why aren't you attacking us? Trash takes many things. I kept fighting him, so he took my anger. Do you have anything so? Oh hell yeah. Void servant's daughter. Oh hell no. Salt and bone. Giant's hand. Did you put power source? Still worse than the level 21 dagger we have. Of course it's better on her. The only thing that does that. Despite the fact that we're not using those champions, I like to be prepared for any possibility. I can't sell anything to him. Oh, we can just teleport. But how do we teleport back? The ward blocks a path, no response conversation. Lots of path. I'm guessing this is the way forward. Alright, we shall first rest. Then we shall go and do the thing.
So, you steal people's memories?
Something like that.
I have a few I wouldn't mind being rid of.
I can't fully control it. It would likely kill you.
Well, that's no fun.
Not usually.
Even so, I would kill to have your power. All I've got to rely on is reading people's eyes. And good old-fashioned intimidation.
It could not have been easy. One woman seizing control of Bilgewater as you have.
I don't have to tell you this, but looks can only get you so far. Sooner or later, you gotta kick some teeth in.
Agreed.
I'm glad we can help each other in that regard.
Me too.
Alright, come on, fight.
A blood harbor on my crew. Fate must have a sense of humor. So how many captains have you killed?
A lot.
They put up much of a fight?
A few.
Any you regret?
None. Yet.
Poetic. I'd swear that's a veiled compliment.
You didn't ask me if I enjoy it.
Do you?
Yes.
All right, Pike. Our day may come, but today is not that day. Instead, how about a drink?
You're serious.
A toast to the strange fate that awaits us all at the bottom of the sea.
I'll drink to that, Captain.
Best character.
The darkness radiates from you. There is a sadness fueled by anger.
No, that's a Sigma
Do
grind
you see
sit.
an end to it?
Are you always this blunt with strangers?
Only those I can read. Those I understand.
Here we see
You and I. What use is there looking to an end?
I am neither mortal nor immortal, and while I think about the past, the future, I am always intrigued by the thought of my final moment. You're not?
I look 1 foot past the edge of my blade and no further. That is the only future I consider.
let's do the Sigma male grind
You
sit.
see more.
All these women trying to stop the Sigma male on his grind. We are in the lower wards. Fuck you, Jay. You think you can just fuck with me like that? Oh no, 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 no. Of course, there's 2 of them now. You didn't realize that the chair went too fast. You had to add another one so we could actually stack some terror. This game realized I was too strong for it. They're creepy in that. Alright. Alright. I'm 90% sure. Wait. Their moves do debuffs himself. Yeah.
Follow the flow.
What can you do against the Sigma male grind shit? For a debuff? Hell no. We already buffed for an attack. Now we're stealth for an attack. Let's go.
The wind stirs.
Oh really? We're gonna do some of the I use defense. Nice defense.
Next time, stay out of my way.
Let's go. Let's do Raging Wind Gathering Storm. Plunder and Ambush. Let's see, it adds 15% crit chance. We already have 15% crit chance from the buff. That's 30. That's 70. If we do this, might as well be 100. So now instead we're gonna do massive damage. Or we could push back additional damage. Now wait, Pike. Let's go. Because that's more consistent than anything else. Alright, you. Charlotte's one. This sheet is written in tight, perfect script. It is not signed. This documentation equally serves presumptive consumers and inspiring librarians. I have devised a system for the storage of the myriad writings, tablets, artifacts, portraits, trinkets, and transference stored within this library. This system currently has no name. I recognize one will be required in time. However, one is not required to adhere to the system. I have designed such that each child will find a tribute to follow. It is my pleasure to direct you to the reverse of the sheet where you will discover the key to both navigation and to maintain our sanctum of knowledge. In few words, wheresoever you find yourself, you shall return it. Oh shit. The matter is covered edge to edge with an intricate legend which sorts books and objects by no fewer than 27 adjectival categories, each again subcategorized, and it is indeed perfect. Alright. And look at that, more souls. How's it doing, big fella? Ah, what do we have here? A newcomer. You're not one of Thresh's servants. And you're out of your cage. Have to kill you. Yeah, you're in a position then. You're in a position of power then. But you're still in roam freely about. I'm sure you know the ward the doors. There are many barriers in this place, and only the powerful may break them. Now we can help each other. I can help you break those barriers, and you can free me from my cage. What do you say, deal? Don't listen to him. He's trying to trick you. As soon as he's free, he'll never risk it. I found him. She's my neighbor. He's Seth. I'm Glenn. He does this to every newcomer. Tries to turn them against me. You have no reason to believe him, but he's trying to deceive you himself. I won't trust him as far as that throne. Lies, lies. You must return rest is true action. When you help each other, then we trust each other. I'll go first. You'll find an amulet with a red stone in it. There is one in this room nearby, just along the way. I trained me to the room if I was free, and thus the room has wards against unliving prisoners. We will train a manager if once you're there. Bring me the stone, I can show you how to use it. It's a trick, it's all a trick. No, you haven't. Damn. Just that one will, and Thresh will find. What was your life? I'll show you mine, actually. I'm just so I can. No. I was a scholar, I think. I was a gentleman near the shore. This place, isn't it? I thought military pupils. I was in my room one night reading, and then suddenly I went down on the floor and saw my body. Something happened, the ruination. I can't remember much after that. I spent time wandering, running. I know how I got here. That's trying, ain't it? That's an executioner. No, that's a mind reaper.
Come on, man.
7,000 HP. We're for nothing. A dead man walking. Quite literal. He just didn't do such stellar on my entire fucking party.
Knock him down.
Fine hit.
Oh, was this we clenched your ass?
Swift, like vengeance.
That's what you get for being such a bitch. With your few goes and we're ready to take on the world. A corrupted guardian. What'd you do? Did you just induce terror? Oh. Alright. So I quite literally have to murder you first. Alright. Easy said and done. Alright. And there we go. Executioner. Let's see, what debuffs do we have? Breaking Flames. You have Stagger, alright. More one? Now we kill, we heal, so let's cleanse instead. I've clicked on my enemy.
I have no patience.
They were supposed to be dead 12 seconds ago. Ooh, what do you do? This sheet is written tight, perfect, stripped out the ink blots in place in the pen, as if the pen were jammed in the paper. It is not signed. I acknowledge that, given the size of the library and the breadth of the writings, tablets, artifacts, portraits, trenches, and contents contained herein, it takes some measure of time to navigate the establishment and return items to the rightful place. However, any reasoning being must in turn acknowledge that, given the size of the library and the breadth of the writings, tablets, artifacts, portraits, trenches, and elements contained herein, is of critical and paramount importance to ensure that all items are logged, accounted for, and above all, discoverable. It is beneath reader and writer both to bring the spirit to the personal, but I must point firmly to the many years spent designing the system. I repeat, whenever you find something, you shall return it. Those words not clearly carved in, or seem nearly carved into paper. It is not signed. I am by no means a thirsty, singular, presumptive consumer or diligent rebellion of callous disregard for the purpose of this establishment or the sanctity of our work in the organization of our work. No. The two so fails action in Dio is a mark not against the individual, but all humanity. However, I loathe to point out, be it my superiors, presumptive consumers, or diligent rebellions, that this infringement marks the 37th besmirching of our sanctum's cataloging system. Had I made the means, I would put any such neglecting party to the pains that might teach them those lessons which prudence, reason, social justice, common decency, and parental love appears to have eluded entirely. And so I repeat, but once more, however, so you find something, you shall return it. Hey, it's a road. Talk to the person. You know what, Thresh? Let me. Alright, we'll just do this. Yeah. Time to feed. Here I am. Rock you like a hurricane. If this video gets flamed because of that, I'm quitting. Oh no, he induces slightly to every champion each turn, and to attackers when taking damage. Alright, so it might be a slightly more difficult boss fight than I imagined.
Just like this.
Nah. Just, not to use multi-attacks. You know, just gotta go for those, meditate. No, that's several hits. Two hits. Yeah, just straight for like 3k damage. Reasonable. Enemy slain. We're getting a hell of a lot of XP from this. Alright. I mean, it doesn't even matter what that guy does, he's a dead man anyways. Ancient Lone Hunter Gold, fine. The crits directly. I knew this would happen eventually. Viera as well the Queen Isolde refused to let any of us speak to her. He doesn't let anyone else into her law chambers now, not even the chambermaids. I've done a lot of listening through the door, which makes me feel like an idiot. I am babbling on and on, but she doesn't seem well enough to speak. Dire indeed. Out here life goes on. More chaotic and dangerous by the day, I'm afraid. One day when Viera refused to come out, there was sort of the young news at him for the locked door. And what news it is? Crops failing, rats thin in the streets, the nightly orders flexing their muscles on our neighbors. Ah, shit. Ancient feuds between the nightly orders are brewing, and I fear that without the king's presence they'll split over into bloodshed. I hope she found something that can restore Isolde, and with it, our king's old, fragile equilibrium. But even if Calista does, I must wonder, can our kingdom alone survive? With rule this erratic? Are too far gone now down the path of misrule and chaos to return to the way things were? Alright. Maternity chambers and wish cells. Can we open it from this side? I'm gonna guess no. Alright. Before you summon anything, you bastard. Librarian. Imagine being a librarian in death. Oh, them inflict terror once dead. Share pain. What do you do? Alright. The best way to kill everyone. It was their own allies against them. You're really gonna play this game, ain't you?
That's how we do it.
I live to fight.
There we go. Never without purpose, never without drink. So she did manage to summon it. A level 22 possessed stone.
Thank you, Yasu.
I am terrified. Look at me shaking in my boots. I'm shaking because of the fact it's cold and I might misclick. Those are the only dangers here. I mean, misclicking. The Crimson Amulet. Alright, we haven't saved in a long time, so we're gonna save. 20 minutes, yeah, that's a long time without saving. You. I don't remember anything. Alright. He won't do anything. Hey, Shamet, fuck you. Selfish bastard.
To live is to fight.
Yeah. And this guy fights like a dead man. There are many possibilities as to the reason why he fights like a dead man.
The next one.
It could be because he's dead. Pristine Feather Knight Talisman. Hell yeah. Squall. Aegis. 86. Interstepper. Ooh. Horrors. Inferno. Aegis. Wrath of the Dragon Free. Evasive. Assassin. I have everything. Okay, Assassin what? Assassin 1. Let's go. Yes, a total of 1,000 more crit. Let's go. Generation refreshment. Ooh. Do we have protection 2? We don't have protection 2. I've been betrayed. Power source. Bounty of the trench. Bounty of the trench. What about him? Epic infusions. Hatch the Gunblade. The power 2 Hatch the Gunblade. Trend stamina or defenses? Jesuit Zonias. Ah yes, the Heart of Gold and the Virgil. No, we're still using it. We're still using our greatest weapon. I could make tank Pike into just a straight up fucking tank. Lifesteal haste, nah. We go in the tank Pike route. Of, you know, just have enough HP to survive everything. And there we go. As you know, nothing's more dangerous than an assassin that deals true damage, ignore shields. Please, Darren, you get to go outside. Let's go. Yeah, shout. We already got new stuff. Let's go. More 80. Stamina. Haste. Now, let's see. We lose 150 crit. No. What will we do without 151 crit? What about you, Pet? You want it? Nah. Clarion Locket. Nah, fuck that shit. Well, we'll give it to the big guy. I don't trust the small guy. You return, tell me, did you find anything? Show him the amulet. Yes, this is well done. Now give me the amulet. Yeah, give me the amulet. My apologies, believe me. I didn't want to hurt you. I just need a little life essence, and I thought to ask for the permission. There, infuse the redstone. It has power, not much, but a little. It can open doors with lesser wards, but stronger wards, well, that's your problem now. I jump on ward, but wait for it. With the life essence they took from you, I can finally leave. Thanks, you champion. We will never meet again. Let's go. What about you, man? You trusted a fool. I took a little bit of damage. Nah, personally I feel like we did the right thing. Yeah, see, nothing bad can happen. Oh no, 333 damage taken. Whatever shall we do? Wait, we can now open that other door. We must go. It's gonna take us a few years, but we shall go there. To open that one door to read Necrit's diary. Necrit's diary, chapter 2. I shall ignore you. You do not matter. That's right, fuck you. You door. Open. Fuck. Alright, I'll beat the shit out of both of you. Prepare for death.
They must be tested, bro.
It's time for me to beat the shit out of you. We killed the Emperor's Spark Wisp. It's gonna do those flames that deal damage. Now we killed the things that shield. Too bad Pike doesn't have ignore shield like he does in the game. Now we know. That's the third attack. Now we can start. Alright, here's the plan. You do that. Strap into like a triple kill.
Straight through.
Now, yeah, so you killed that. And Aloy will just take care of herself. There we go, much better. Now I can actually hear. Yeah, so does his meditate. Resets his stats, and there we go.
Knock 'em down.
For the pistol alone.
Nice and easy. Now we can talk to all these people. What you done? Free XP. That's what I smell.
Freedom dry.
You're a dead man. I do not even need to use tactics. I'm just holding the right mouse button. And that's how it's trying to win. Now, before this, I spent like 2 hours just fishing in Terraria. Fishing and grinding in Terraria. because I'm playing with the Fardo Soul mod, and I'm preparing for the hard mode, grind, by having loads of crates for fishing, so I can just, I've used that free 1.4 system in which you can get hard mode ores through chest crates you have acquired in free hard mode. Alright, people, I have returned. Why? Because I'm the greatest. And that's simply what? No. What? Oh, that was a weird conversation. Anyway, what's with you? Open my cage and we shall play. Yeah. Come on, attempt to fight you. I'll beat the shit out of you. Which I've done 1,000 times before. Not even just in this game. I've done it in Skyrim as well. The more HP we have, the more damage we deal. That is the way it works. We're done that. We're done that. We're now going to the end with cells. So who's gonna stop us? Literal brazier. Let's do this. We're getting first strike off.
Now you face
Alright, so we might have a slightly more difficult battle ahead of us.
I needed that.
In the fact that each time we punch one guy, the other guy gains some bonus damage.
You need practice.
Probably. Leo is 20% more gold. Let's do this. Beat the shit out of him. No, they think they got damage. Did not realize how fucked they are. How much you're jumping around on that power stance. Damn. Alright, might as well cleanse that.
They won't keep me down.
Because you know us, we're the greatest.
Hey, thanks.
Press the advantage. Give them no quarter. Alright, beat the shit out of him. Because what else are we gonna do? Not beat the shit out of him? That would be extremely characteristic for us. Let's get that group heal out of the way. We are still alive. So are they. Exactly. 2 waves, overcharge, full health finish, overkill, double kill, several 100,000 XP points gained. Yo, man. Man sits weakly in his cell, barely returning to life. His face and arms are covered in sores. He looks up at you for his one dying eye. You're not one of them. You're still living. I came to the chance to find you. Hell yeah. This is why we have a healer. Ah. However, we flashed over his expression. The man's body finally relaxed. Never thought I'd get a respite in here. Thank you. He says the relief his short-lived detention is visited. And I've learned now. Here, there's no use for me now. He smiles one last smile. Without warning, he breathes loud several times in succession. Then has a long, drawn-out exhale. He has not inhale afterwards. He is dead. What have we gained? If it's for Ashley, I'm gonna kill myself. Nah, I'm not gonna kill myself. I'll never do that. Ring of Champions. Those who wish to counter their opponents. Heart of Gold. What? What? Ring of a Champion. We lose the 1% evade. We lose the 1 dodge. I could just grab this. Increase my own damage, increase HP. I could do it. I will do it. One of Champions. 430 HP lost, 200 AD gained. Let's go. No idea what we're doing. Inventory key items. Generates more when the raw match shadow with enters the display to reform. This is removed from the person at the bottom of the ship. Oh! Well, as soon as we're done with the area, we can do that. We can offer it to Nagichiburos. Our enchantment swiftness too. Because we ain't doing it. 244. Or I could go just raw damage. We have elemental cores or bonded letters, so that could pose a problem. Eh. The ancient cloak. is getting the nice treatment. Ancient cloak. There it is. Getting that epic infusion. Agility. What? Now it has the right thing. Damn. Almost went into battle with agility. Who would do such a thing? Nah, look at that. Perfect. The champion's duty. A fear of Arcane drifts further from himself every day. A shadow of what he once was. A swirl of fear, hatred, and paranoia, growing unhinged with every waking moment. I fear we are led to our doom. We parted the mist, greeted by these beautiful lands, yet the king as his subjects saw these isles only as fodder for their greed. Now we are invaders, not visitors. Alas, my duty is to the king. I am his champion, but at least I have her by my side. She is the only one I feel only reason I feel sane. The only reason I feel safe. My horses. With her by my side, I know that we will be able to weather the storm. My beloved. My Callista. No, dude. Game, you can't just do this game. It's too powerful.
You're not on the list.
You just made the list.
Appreciate
Magic shell. Oh no, whatever shall we do? Beat the shit out of this boy. He just six-speared us. No. How could he do that? No. He... Alright, let's stop with it. Alright, that's dead.
This makes me smile.
Good.
Never get so.
Ooh, we got that nice damage. Alright, we meditate. No, we'll meditate the next turn after we.
Not half bad.
We'll meditate after we kill him. Alright, we killed this guy. And he's 1100 damage.
Got work to do.
And then here is where we shall perform all the healing. Alright. You heal yourself. He's gonna go in for a strike. They're gonna meditate. Now free of that of the corruption. Ow. We're gonna do Grand Stealth, removes 2 debuff from self, no recovery time. Yeah, I'll do that. And now we kill you. Because we got Executioner. Damn, reduces physical damage taken by 30%. That's the only thing that's saving. Like, I mean, this is realistic. what happens in League of Legends. Yeah, so can in fact just full HP shield his ass. Without a care in the world.
Too easy. On to the next one.
Because that is our wing. And our Zonia's ring. Ooh, nice amount of XP. My new job. Well, today's the day. In a better world, I would have been off to career amongst the masters of Hellion. But instead, I've been assigned to the duties of Vault Warden. It's Justin. I was top of my class. Oh, this is Thresh's diary. I deserve better than this. I can... Grail. There it is. There it is, boys. Thresh. Yeah. I still amuse myself with this inferior. So I suppose it is now my responsibility to assess and channel the soundtrack, artifacts and tomes and save guard in our vault. I only glimpsed at the architecture and already my mind boils with new possible improvements. I'll show these wardens what a sharp mind can accomplish in this profession. Creeping death, let's go. Who put himself on a pedestal? You're a dead person. Now we have to kill the warlock first, such is the duty. Of when tanks can't defend the squishy champion.
Smile.
Creeping death. Doubles poison and bleed. Because you know, we gotta add that extra bit of fuck you to the mix. Oh.
Watching you.
Let's see. Dispelled. Annihilated.
Not half bad.
Full healed. And then we not cared. We are safe here. Ooh. My new job. Mere waits into my venue and already witnessed a lethal encounter with a vault object. According to its documentation, the heart's key must return in its companion lock every 39 hours. Outside of that time, it may be used to open any locked object. The wardens, however, have disappointingly lazy practice of using it to navigate the maze of vault chambers while on duty. When the arms failed to return the key to its place in the vault, and turned to the proper time. True to its name, the key sought the nearest heart arms own and turned. What it unlocked, we may never know, but the experience caused arms to perish. I began drafting and expanding documentation on the key's use and maintenance. Arms died needlessly, but if I can learn from his failure someday, some good may come from it. Grail, warden of thresholds. I live in soul, what is the feeling? The illusion of hope, or represents your hurrying to your grave. I don't know who you are, how you get out. Better as I said before you, and you they always die. Do you see the release? Love me out. I get in there. I'm one of Tresh's favorite playthings. He put me here among his special collection. Lately he's been experimenting with memories, cutting them out, putting them back in the wrong ones. I wish he could destroy me and be done with it. Now there's a sensible question. I can't help you, but I can know someone who can. The attendant a floor below. He has the power to aid you. You can upgrade the trinket you have, the Crimson Eye, by passing more powerful wards. Ooh, the poor thing can't remember how. With a memory, of course. I don't know what it is. I just happen to have one of his. With his memories Doesn't he seem content though? You could give him his memory back and he will aid you, but what will be the cost? Alright, we have... let's hide in here for a quick second. We have one chest, and then we go to the lower wards once again. Ancient Bever. Alright, what are you? Not in here, not in here. We shall give it to Brom. What of you? Prisoner in the cell is not living. It looks like he is immortal, still alive and tremendous amount of pain. I've been so long. I've been here so long. I don't remember who I am anymore. He took my mind and sliced it up. I don't know if the voice I hear memories or phantoms is poisoned. It's all mixed together, jumbled up. He's not an agent of death, you see. He doesn't want you to die. I wish death would visit me before Thresh does again. Yes, you can. That are there, that's what's keeping me alive. Sustain what little life I have. Sever it, bite, bid me sever it. I hear them, the voice of my children calling to me. We will be together again, eternally. The Ruiner. What is it? Wow. Almost as good as the epic serrated dirk. Almost. Well, now we go to the center. Then we go up. Return the attendant's memory. What's this? How did you? My mind. I can feel again. A tear rolls down the attendant's cheek. Now, take it away, please. Please. Give me your amulet. It's fading. The memories. It's gone. What was it? That. What just happened? Nope. Here's what we needed. We must go and obtain the lore. Shrine of the Keen Edge, plus 20 crit. Hell yeah. You shall open yourself. It's too powerful. Necrit's diary, page 2, is behind that fucking door. I can sense it. I feel it in my bones. I'm glad that once again we have leveled up and the game has not told us about it. It's my favorite part of the game. Yay, now we can start the battle with Kraken's Blessings. Chance to just, give us 100% of our HP. Now that's a natural useful one. Alright, let's see, what do we have? Increase turn, killing bow, increase damage per hit by 18%. Increase that. As for you, that works with that. Excellent. To the Anguish Hall as we go. In the Thresh's dungeon we shall follow. Ah, yes. Ooh, there we go. Thresh's Sanctum. Meanwhile,
he called me a peasant. This pampered king doesn't know how things work in Bilgewater. The blood I've spilt, everything I've lost, he has no idea.
I have earned my throne too.
What?
oh shit.
Waking up from your snooze, are you?
I see you now, Gangplank. You are a man of destiny.
Does Gangplank actually have
Release me
more
from
than
this
a
sword.
singular
We can seek our destinies together.
picture to represent
My
him?
queen and your kingdom.
I'm no fool. I'll summon you when the time is right.
When that demon Thresh tells you to. That amulet you carry. Put aside such tricks. Let us rule as one, with my queen by our side.
Your queen is dead. Through this amulet, you will serve me.
Did Thresh tell you that?
I don't need to argue with some long-dead king. I have my triumphant return to plan. Where's that demon waiting, anyway?
My queen, this fool cannot stand between us. I shall crush his soul like an egg beneath my boot and return to you.
Trouble in Paradise. The Relic Halls. Nice try, ambushing me right out of the gates. Too bad I'm used to it. Poison, bleed, bleed. Inflicting me with terror, as if I am not yours. The Warlock. I see you did not perish, as you were supposed to. Hotline and Cynthia. Let's go. Now I clean Pike off that. Beat the shit out of him. Let's go. Fix that gunblade.
Not half bad.
Sunder, bleed,
Got what you
crit.
always see the doctor.
Ooh, we nice it. Ooh, they're so close to leveling up. I can sense it. Yeah, not strong enough. The flame burns with marvelous energy, whispers encroach from the edge of vision, restoring some state deeply within the flame. Yeah, stares deeply into the flame. When he blinks, he's back, on it, meditating on top of a large cliff overlooking the water. He's floating hands in the lights as a warm breeze blows over him. What will you give to conquer those that threaten you? An unseen voice asks. Yeah, so you're startled by the voice. And he looks around for its source, but finds nothing. Perhaps it's just the wind. Would you give a little of your life essence to empower yourself and your friends to defeat your enemies? Nah, I see. Alright, Pike, do it. Pike stares deeply and he's suddenly at the bottom of the sea, and he's no longer staring into the flame, but louder into a little wind-ruled a giant sea monster. Its cold, lost, and almost dead eyes notice him, and it swims away. Interested in Pike, leaving him surrounded by the abyss of the deep. What would you give for more power? Would you give some of your life, a little bit of your life essence, to achieve so much more? It's about your worth making. What do you say? No. Allow it. When she turns her head, she's in a different place and staring at the walls of the Bahu temple. Priests and priestess enter and leave the chamber that she is in. She's known at the auditorium meditation. What would you do to protect your people? Oh, that's this looking for the voice of the man in the reveal, so she finds nothing. Priest, you have given so much. You have given much, but would you give some of your life essence to defend those around you from harm? Nah, fuck you. Alright, Pike, you're the greatest. You do it. As you wish. A gift from your flame. Inventory. What do we get? Divine Incense. I have no idea what it is. Fucking executioner. Well. Might as well fuck him up. Oh, Mind Reaper.
I don't stop. You will.
Now that looks like a beard on the model, but if you look at the picture, the icon. No, that's it. Looks as though someone's trying to read a newspaper or a map. Wow, Sith Tower, what a bitch. Plugging like a man.
Good.
Alright, now everyone's gonna cleanse themselves. Does this guy success?
Knock him down.
What is does that give you 6 countdown sets?
The wind.
And then he's gonna die by crits and bleeds. Cause he's oh hell yeah. Rune shard and 1 upgrade point. We didn't even know we got those, because the game didn't tell us. Now I have no idea. We're gonna level that. Actually, we use Phantom Undertow quite a bit. But I'm pretty sure this. We're gonna see if that affects all stealth. And we're gonna go with that. As for everybody else, well, we use this. We use this. Oh yeah, so we... We use that. For Braum, we don't use much. So we jump that and Malawi. Oh, we get... we don't actually use Harsh Lesson anymore. Oh. That's nice. That's interesting. That's a real good ability. We're not really using ton anymore. We're just healing damage. Just in case. Yeah, runes for these two chads. Can crit. Nah, we do that. Well, stealth will just crit all the time and apply all the debuffs. My additional 18% also get attack power mastery, because we chat like that. We just obtain all, we just run the optimal build. Let's actually just look at the map. Going through here, we get some lore, some dam. Then we go to the disposed stub and library of admin. Feels fair. Come here. Kraken's blessing.
No fear.
Kept your promise.
You kept your promise. What does that mean, Pike? Why are you being creepy? It doesn't matter. Oh. Alright.
Just like this.
So just don't use heavy firepower. Alright, understood, Jen. I mean, honestly.
Too easy.
Imagine not being able to read.
The test of the root is wisdom. It costs teeth.
Yeah, it's true. That's quite imaginable. Mine. What missed? Game, are we seeing the same area? Are we looking in the same general direction? Does this man have 3 blades on him? I have been presented with a unique opportunity to beat the shit out of people. What a fucking bitch, you know? Thinking you just cause me like 17,000 terror. Yeah, the son of a bitch actually believes he can do it. I'll cleanse next time.
I'll send you back to the depths. I am the deep.
Till then, get fucked.
Let me hear you beg.
The healing just crits over and over and over again like we're playing Darkest Dungeon. Okay, Echo's Diary 4. Toaster is our only hope now. She must find something on the boss dials. Weird static. And Toaster would once again take her watchful places, Viedro said. How much of this chaos would have been avoided if his loyal niece was there to keep his mind focused and his nerves calm? She stopped us wandering this far down the path of ruin. Viedro's mood is erratic. He still neglects his duties in the kingdom. Rats are common in the city now, and food shortages have done ridiculous things to the price of bread. Every few days I hear word that some young son of knightly order has died in the pointless fighting. How long can we last? Will there be the noble left to save in Tamaviva when Calista arrives? Who knows? Maybe they will, maybe they won't. The ruiner. One of these rare. Look at those bad. Bad stats. Ooh. Firebrand. Grim Revenant.
This will be
Of course. Do not attack the big guy. Kill the small guy first. Meditate. Ghost water dive. Grace and ready to bliss. Get that shit clean after. Kill him.
Alright, stay down.
Alright. Partial lesson thing. Never mind. Alright, it's Sip Stereo. Firebrand. Some more terror. Alright. Leader.
Not half bad.
Hell yeah. Once again, meditate.
thank you, Yasuo.
Friends.
Good.
Use some mana. We haven't used mana in so long. God damn what she didn't do her thing. Well. 730 HP. Let's go. I see lore, I see fence, I see the Eiffel Tower in your pants. Spirit Blossom Festival. I hear whispers of a festival in the first lands where they commune with the dead. How intriguing it must be to speak with those who have long gone. My guests from Ionia make mentions of a sacred flower. They say it blossoms when dead spirits are near. It's something I should certainly investigate. It could make for a rather illuminated discovery. And to the inner workings of the spirit realm and possibly the so-called afterlife. I must put my hands on one of those flowers. Maybe it will live nice inside my lantern. Let's go. The Grindsit. The Thresh Grindsit.
This will be quick.
Now I can more easily heal myself without the expending mana. Does he know how we do it? 2 attacks, no magic. Ooh. No, they summoned the bush. Well, you know what that means. Gotta kill them all. This is not library.
Already drowned in.
Every time I kill someone, you enter slow motion. I can't remember what game has that mechanic.
Good.
I know there is a game with that mechanic. Alright, this side clear. We must now head towards the library. The Library of Agony. Hey, look, it's that thing. Ah, another prisoner I've ascended. I can tell by your son that the unliving curse is yet to stay in your being, at least for now. Curious that you possess that amulet. You managed to imbue it so well thus far, but your luck just ran out. Only I can grant access to the upper levels, and I will not aid my prisoner of Thresh. Unwelcome guests, state your first. Who are you? You may call me Amon. Now introduce yourself. I already know all of you. Going on in the lower levels, there always reach me. Are you trapped in that device? Trapped in such a narrow view of looking at it. It is merely where I turn to the side. Are you trapped in the material plane then? I'm here now and later I will not be. I can leave in about it will but it changes me to stay. That is all that all could change was a term used in a heartbeat. If you won't help us, why don't you attack or stop us? Thresh did not fancy me slaughtering his toys prematurely, so I agreed to stop. You're mortal, you will perish soon enough. And besides, I've seen the threats I had for you. Death is in your wake, and it delights me. Do you serve Thresh? Again with a narrow view. Does the air serve your lungs? Do you serve the trees that breathe it back? No, they exist in the same space and are bound by laws agnostic to their desires. The simple models in your mind that you project onto every being you meet, needing everyone to fit or tiresome. What the fuck is philosophy? Do you control the gate? No, I do not control the gate. I control who enters and leaves through the gate. What's in the upper levels? It doesn't matter. You will never see it. It would be like describing to a file what's happening in a book. There is no point. Leave. Alright, now that we have ignored that guy, my new job here. Had another lethal encounter with a vault object. Why do these happen so often? What a pattern, confuse the biting butt with the eating butt. Their passing is tragic. But this really shows the value of precise documentation and proper standardization, doesn't it? I trusted more than Yolanda, who was here at the time. Please take some time off from grieving to document what she saw. Yeah, take some time off from your grieving and document what you saw. These objects defy reason and often exhibit their most dangerous traits only through observation. We can mitigate the need for test subjects by thoroughly documenting observations and keeping those records in central, well-categorized locations, and not losing those records. I must stress, these fatal failures are driving me to frustration. Frustrated direction. Yo, man, how you doing? Please, no more. Let me rest. Give me rest. We do not serve Thresh. You're not with him. Yes, I see that now. What was your life before coming here? I was the brethren of the Dusk Monastery. Is it a signifier? Mostly spent my time in books, interpreting and also handling the treasury. Amalan was my name. I still, after all these years, after the whatever you want to call it, the rolling black cloud, the ruination. I sought out the other monks, but they weren't like me. They were mindless, lost. I could not recognize them. My brothers recognized me no more. It gets muddled here. Time. I only recall fragments of decades. How did you come to be in this place? I don't want to think I was betrayed, but somehow Thresh found out what I was doing. It was just guiding a lost traveler, and just as she was about to reach safety, a hook flew out of the darkness. I'll never forget the sound of connecting and the shock. I saw the play in her eyes when she played with him. No, she said, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. He followed her to find me, you see. It's my fault she was shot. It still haunts me. There are a lot of books here. This is Thresh's doing. He constructed this to resemble my old monastery office. It is a pale Malay and a holy mockery of the place I used to call home. Sometimes when I read, he fills my thoughts with visions of unliving abominations and storm and trying to break me by making me see all the people I couldn't save. He tailors his torture for the individual. I must think of my garden and spending time there under the sun. He cannot take away from me, so he cannot touch me. I see no chance. Why don't you just sleep? The door is warded against unliving. In my weakened state, they will destroy me. What about the entity outside the gatekeeper Amon, ordinary fellow? Where a demon's power comes from its name, or rather, ignorance of its name. If you know the true name of a demon, you can gain control of it. You can command it. Now he has kept it from us. I doubt even Thresh knows his name. There may be a way, however. I can commune with my signifier mentor, who has passed on the spirit. Ooh. He may have access to such knowledge. How do I commune? I lost the words in the commune over the years, so prayer book is one. A monk must breed a special instance for the words to carry over the spiritual, unless a heaven bell to end the prayer must be run. What do we find? Let's see what you need. There must be a prayer book in Thresh collection somewhere. You won't need to travel all the way up to his library to find it. I swear I've heard heaven bell run. I turned from the chambers below. Perhaps the other prisoners stole one away. That is all. Now we have the incense already. Because, you know, we're the greatest. Let's see. We shall head this way. Alright, Jane. Aha! A librarian. The sweet scent of the living. Someone has kept a cage. Yeah, let me just steal from you. Thanks, man. An impish creature perches over a tomb and eyes you suspiciously. Raise a view to walk about. Wouldn't you be the first fool to defy the wolf touch? It's been years since I last had a visitor. Well, why don't we play a game? I will give you a tome from my torch, and all you have to do is answer a few questions. Go ahead, I asked you. And what happens if we fail? I'll take some from you. It won't be anything you'll miss. Just a little of your essence, don't worry. Go alive, your turn. Go ahead, ask your questions. Friends seek me out for sustenance. You love a little of me, but hate a lot of me. I mark the passage of the day. Son. For the generations language, currency, art. For generations I may be passed down and shared. I use them among a group of people, but when the distance gets too far, I take a different form. At the end of the day, I compensate for your efforts. Possessing me is the status symbol of sorts. I am going to say art. Incorrect, now come closer. Oh no, we took some damage. Currency, alright. Very good. Lastly, answer me this. I am something you cannot run from. I never tire. Though you may never see me. We are both heading towards each other all the time. What am I? Fate. Ah, a deal's a deal. Believe I owe you some. Because I now miss this stone for long, so I'll retrieve it from your corpse later. We have the prayer book. My new job. The vault's contents are hierarchical. Massive. As wardens, we must be able to locate and describe many objects in our chair, and I cannot in good faith say that is currently the standard. I began drafting sample documentation for the vault's older artifacts. It is a nameless stone, large and dusty. Prior documentation suggests it is evil, and whispers your own darkest thoughts. Anyone can see this sort of very descriptor is without value, and far beneath the quality bar a vault warden must set for themselves. What is darkest thought? And is the book whispering really? It has no lips. With a tome this dangerous, precision is crucial. I've taken upon myself to study the books of pets properly. I am of sound mind and are quite simple to ignore the book's effect. And we use this to establish a baseline effect category. It is intense with which to categorize all such objects. There's 2 chests on the way. We found the 3rd book. I tried to get past it. Really? That's it, wanna play a game? Alright. Not like I need that HP. Roller calls. No, we need the lowest levels. Or was it the end which sells? It was the end which sells. Did I truly find the bell? Quite possible. I've been known to be a genius of sorts. Alright, we just gotta find the thingy. Not too hard, not too hard. We deal with this area. It should be in the end results. Perhaps the lower ward. Might as well use a potion or two. Oh no, the black mist. Aha, so it's over there. I think I've already been to that location once. Like 90% sure. Like I'm 100% sure. Well, it gives you not. The only thing left is prayer. Thank you. Now that was easier than expected. Now we shall use return to Homeland. For a second I thought it was gonna be a boss fight or something over there. But no, that's just the game taking controls of me. For me for a second, no idea why. Yeah, I shall beat the shit out of you soon enough. Let's see. A moderate cleansing potion. Alright, you found them. Wonderful. I always had faith that you would find Everton champion. Begin the communion. Come, let us begin. Along. Dear child, my heart weeps. What has happened to you? How can I be of service? Master, I have so much to tell you, but we have an urgent request. Anything, Amalon. There's an entity nearby, trapped in a vessel. He calls himself Amon. We need to know his true name. I see. A moment, please. Give me a second. Yes, here. Now I found the paperwork. His true name is Amon Nagara. Amon Nagoras. Amalon, be careful, he is quite dangerous. We shall be, Master. Time grows short, I cannot maintain your communication. Call upon me anytime, my dear child, when you have the strength. I pray we can meet again under better conditions. Alright. Let's do it. I must recover. I do not possess the vitality of my youth anymore. Amon Nagoras. Yo, Amonagoras. Amonagoras. No, how dare you? Think before you speak your next words. Let us through the gate. Ah, hold you having it out in front of you. There, it's infused with my power. Are you satisfied with that command? Yes. I've been in millennia. Never have I suffered such. Well, word spreads. No sense in remaining. We shall go and unlock Chapter 2, Page 2 of Necrit's Diary. Let's go. You can't stop me. Can't stop me, then. The change behavior has drawn worse. There is growing unrest in jobs. I confident more than ever started to do my best, but there things only the presence of the changing settle. It forces all his energies on the Queen Isolde, ignoring the rest of us unless we claim we have heard of a clue of some new healing magic. Vader eagerly accepts all his news about Rowletts that might restore his wife. It constantly launches new futile campaigns to retreat. Whenever those leads fizzle down, his anger is frightening. He waffles between lethargy, despair, and incandescent rage. Each time his hopes are dashed, the more he will lash out with violence. Last night I tried a moment with him in the hallway, and though the things I had to tell him about the state of the regime were rather shocking, I saw no spark of recognition in his eyes. It was as if I was only speaking to a child, or to a wall. I would tell him Nanari was a master at his doorstep, and I doubt he would have cared. And about you, I can't remember their faces. He took them from me. He took my memories, unlocked the soul. What's this? Freedom? I can leave? No, I belong here. There's nothing left for me out there. Close the cell, please. Thank you. It feels like home again. For your troubles. Now that's some fucking good shit. Now that's some good shit right there. Now that we have done that, we can continue on with the area. Maybe even complete it. And then we can hand in that book. And then we can go and do the thingy with the... Now remember... Wait, that was a chest. Hand in that... orb. Or crystal, was it? To the Shrine of Ouroboros. Back in Bilgewater. Yeah, there we go. Now we shall do this faster way. Attack power increase. Zonia's ritual pendant, haste and evade. Yeah, no one used that. Alright. Library of Agony. We go and meet Thresh. Alright. Not that big. And I relish the misery of my little menagerie. Their souls seep inside the rain fragments of their former selves, rolling within like boiling water. Face after face surfacing behind the glass, features twisted in an expression of agony, hate and fear. I savor every one. No doubt they can see out of the glass and into the living world amidst the present throng of their fellow prisoners. No doubt they long to touch it again, to free themselves, to break out and flee my control. Their torment is delicious, but I have never had one escape before. He knows she still belongs to me. I saw it in his eyes, that glorious fear and pain, although she defies me. And our partner is still trapped within my lantern. She knows too, and I can't take her back. I think that's Thresh and Senna. Maybe. $86, eh? It's 12 free for a chance. Almost 30 hours of content. Let's go. Oh shit. Is that Shimmer?
Wait. These markings are like the ones I found in the Blessed Vault.
Your people made them?
Or is it corruption?
Yes. The Visani, my ancestors. These artifacts belong to them. It's a strange feeling to see the traces they left behind. This is the closest I've ever been to them. It feels like the closest I've ever been to anyone.
That's not true. We're here.
You believed yourself the only one, yes?
Through countless centuries, though that seemed impossible. But what is that demon Thresh doing with their artifacts?
Have you found something?
I am unsure.
Is it a void?
What is it?
Corruption? Sunstone?
It's another sunstone. A vessel. This must be the one Gangplank brought here for Thresh. But this one seems dim, as if it's been drained. Yet still, I can hear something. Something from within. Voices and feelings. Memories that feel familiar. If these are my ancestors' memories, why can't I see them clearly? They call to me, but they feel foreign. Is there something wrong with me?
If your people truly held secrets, it is no surprise that Thresh would be trying to steal them.
I'll never know what secrets this sunstone held, but at least I can keep it with me. Perhaps it will be useful later.
No.
For now, though,
The
there are
Chekhov's
more pressing
gun.
matters.
An interesting discovery. Perhaps this will connect you to your ancestors. No one should be alone.
Where's Spike? Where's Misfortune? Why are you
I
leaving her
hope
alone?
that is true.
Why the fuck are you leaving her alone? No one should be alone. As they walk away, leaving her alone. Give me Firebrand. You. Ah. Fight me.
Here I am.
Rock you like a hurricane. I need to clip my nails. Yeah, I'll do it when I take a shower tonight.
Never gets old.
Oh no, she did some... You did a lot of terror.
Beg.
You did a lot of fucking terror. He's a bitch.
Not half bad.
Yeah, then cleanse that 15 terror.
The winds stand ready.
Well, you're dead. Get that hextech gunblade.
That's how we do it.
Cause that's how we do it. See it.
Swift, like vengeance.
400 damage bleed. Let's go. Like Talon. When he just decides, yeah, you don't have a bad day today. Alright. A Grim Revenant. Shit. He had 6, so as long as he doesn't attack Pike, we're good. We're good.
Never gets old.
Cleansed of this insanity. He can now strike without fear of repercussion. Give Yasuo a quick chance up. Of course you did, man.
Not yet my time.
Yeah, of course it isn't. The fuck do I do? Well, kill her. Yeah. You know, just heal self. That literally works. You know, just heal self and kill the enemy. Of course, Braum leveled up. Passive gets it. My new job. Damn him, Head Warden. Rostov, you rejected my proposal for studying the Nameless Stone. He even threatened to demote me for keeping it overlong in my quarters, as my proposal was within flaw and demotion is an unreasonable. Without flaw, demotion is an unreasonable reaction, as massive actions were here have a double intent. He clearly plans to usurp my research and my proposal for his own prestige. It's the bot's influence. I have arranged for more persuasive arguments, by way of another powerful artifact which was woefully miscalculated. Our store's death will be tragic. It will serve to nudge the Warrens thinking into a safer, more pragmatic direction. Now, I'm not fighting you in your field. You're fighting me in mine. We kill you. So that... Oh wait, there's 2 of you. I thought it was 2 from Tomes. But I was mistaken. Ow. That's a lot of damage. You guys are dishing out for no reason.
Alright, stay down.
I am deaf.
Gonna need a drink.
Damn.
Next time, stay out of my way.
Yeah, full heal right there. Why do you level up more? It makes no sense. Gimme this. Nothing more than potions. Shit.
Don't start what you can't finish.
That's it, I'm mad. I'll beat the shit out of this one.
Now show them your blade.
I've chosen my target carefully. He is a soon-to-be dead man. Yeah, 30% reduced damage. Let's see how much. Ow. That works against.
Won't be long.
I live for this.
I have no idea who she healed. Probably herself.
Never gets old.
There we go. Man. For some reason I feel like I should be playing Shadowrun. I never did beat Shadowrun on screen. FunCon. Man, that was a good game. I enjoyed it. Even its DLCs. I still remember playing Street Sam. Street Sam was my favorite class. It was straightforward in its duty. Allowed me to multi-class pretty well. Hell yeah. For the passive, finally. Let's go. What do we unlock? What do we unlock? With 3 tentacles. Now we start match. Yeah. We're trying to overpower it, let's go. Alright, now we can just... We just be overpowered like that. Wait. Alright, now we have a chest down there. We have already killed this guy. There's nothing of value there. A teleporter there. Alright. Ooh, ducking and weaving. Dodging and weaving. Ooh, serpentine. Let's go. Nice and easy. Yeah, just usually that. Just ignore everything life has to throw your way. Alright, those guys have respawned. And it's bad. Fortune's favorite, let's go. Where do you teleport though? Let's go, yes, yes, yes. Vaulted chance. Let's go. Thank you, game. Thank you, game, for being nice. I have a book that might interest you. Realms of the Spirits, Volume 3. This will do nicely. Thank you. They come from giving me a fine book. A fine book. It's a pleasant home. This is the last volume. One moment, please let me look over them. It is as I feared. Nothing. My brain looks disappointed. I thought there would be something in the series, but we had the best minds researching, but this was all a dead end. The curse of unliving is a different beast. Perhaps all of the answers to life are not found in books. Well, you've done your part, and at least the library is a little more complete now. As promised, this is yours. Salt and Bone. A custom set of pictures, smooth ivory. Elegant and deadly. Well, that's that. Let's head down to the drowned port for a quick second. Legendary orange, eh? Wish to talk with my guy here. What? So that's what I got. I got some of the best stuff for fishing. Hell yeah. Alright, let's see, since I'm here, what can I do? What can I do? This. Nope, never got to do anything with them. Oh, the Ouroboros thing is gonna wait a bit. Not yet Ouroboros, sorry, not Ouroboros. Get my Arcane Forge and Athenium, or what you want to do with. Alright, so this is only after we beat the shit out of Thresh. Let's go. Alright. You know what? Alright. Just like in Final Fantasy, use potions before and after every battle. And now I'm prepared. Let's go beat the shit out of Thresh. I mean, he's just a tank champion. What's he gonna do? Hook the raptors to get away?
Thresh's chamber.
Impressive. How can you tell?
I mean, look at the door. It has villainous bastard written all over it.
Where?
I see.
Aren't you gonna offer to tear it down?
Haha, yes. Brom is tired of asking and waiting. After you, my friends.
Well done.
What a gentleman. We have Fortune's favor. Well, hello there.
Are we interrupting? Please say yes.
My hands in the air. With your hands in the air, become aggressive. I've never seen a ripoff, so unimpressive.
Late. My plan is already in motion.
Fuck.
It's so delicious when mortals put up a fight. As your hope slowly drains away, it will make your suffering so much sweeter.
It is you who is going to suffer. You cannot defeat us.
Dead or alive, it doesn't matter. I simply needed time. Time to summon this world's new king.
Let's go. Gangplank. 31,000 HP. It's a good thing I got rid of Terror one second.
I have been waiting for this moment. Just a short rest.
Alright, alright. Gonna beat the shit out of you, my man. Fucking sweet.
Nothing serious. Maybe.
What the fuck was that? Death sentence, dark passage, flay the bots. Death sentence applies hurt the players 5 stats each during 3 turns. How about no? Alright, do not kill him.
A debt to be repaid.
Now you see he used the Dark Passage, a light damage shield to self plus natural shield per stack of terror on the champion. He chose the wrong targets. Allow him, now cleanse yourself. He's using his ultimate ability. The box. You have got to be kidding me. Outside the safe zone when the hazard fucking activates, really? Really? Sorry mate, that guy executioner. So you're kinda fucked. What are you gonna do? Another box? Sorry mate, but I'm a Thresh main. I know how you operate, as long as I do not run into the fucking box. Guess what? I'm perfectly fucking safe. And you, my friend? Match your match. Conjurer's robes, Mr. Shard of Glass. Can we sell for 25 black marks? Let's go. Let's go.
Your scheming is at an end, torturer.
My scheming? Oh no. My victory is already at hand. A new ruination will come to Bilgewater. It will cover the world, and then I will return. All the souls in the world shall be mine.
Thank the goddess. He's gone.
Yeah, spirits don't usually return after I put that much lead into them.
He said a ruination would cover the world. What has he done?
It's Gangplank. We have unfinished business with that bucket of bilge slop.
We must press ahead.
Into the portal? And stop Gangplank. I'm sorry, Muramana. Consumes 5 mana. Well, fudge it. Let's go. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Let's go. Oh, sorry. It's on the blue essence west. Nope, it's on this one. Do I really care all that much? Nah. 69% completion. Let's go. Heart of the Isles and the Shadow Isles. New location has been added to the map. I see it. No conversation.
The magic here is poisonous. Makes me want to flee.
I feel it too. A great unhealed scar.
But you can heal it, yes?
We can try.
Let's go. What a great set piece. Dear Callista, I have served with you for so many years now, and I know this well. You are no traitor. I'm incensed to hear your name spoken with such disrespect, though I know the king is distraught and not in his right mind. Tomorrow we sail for Hela, and I wish that I could put aside the sense of unease that grows as the hour draws near. I saw the hesitance and weariness on your face as you bade the court your farewell for the evening. Know that I share your farewells. I share your feelings. It is difficult to tell what tomorrow's journey will bring, but I have no doubt that you will be faithful, fully lead us to the best lands. Rest assured, I will be by your side. I will not forget myself if something were to happen to you. Oh shit, look at that.
Captain?
You're not as discreet as you think. I know about your nightly hunts.
Sometimes I struggle to keep my instincts in check. If you fear I'm a danger to the group,
No, nothing like that. You've managed to balance incredible power with restraint. more than I can say for most. But watching you cut loose, well, I'm just glad you're on our side.
It's an honor to fight alongside you all. Until this is over, I will treat your cause and your enemies as my own.
That's music to my ears.
Pike,
Pike,
I
Pike,
have
Pike.
wondered, what has led you to hunt as you do?
I don't speak of the living man I once was.
To see the path forward, we must sometimes look back.
I don't seek anything. I simply am.
Then what's the harm in discussing it?
I had a talent for butchering jawfish.
A dangerous task. One few can survive.
But I could, until my crew cut my line, left me to die in a beast's belly. I was spared and given new strength, but at a cost, an obligation, to drown my betrayers and their kind in their own blood.
Then your vengeance is not indiscriminate.
There is no purpose or need to question it.
The man you were before, would he have?
I'd suggest you ask him, but he's dead.
Yes, perhaps he is.
Now with the yes on Braum.
Ari, you search for answers. What can you remember of your life before?
I have many memories, many lives within me. My own is the life that I wish to leave furthest behind. There is a haze, but I remember a man I loved. He was a painter. He could find beauty in all things. In me.
I see.
Yes, we were happy for a time, but then...
I can guess.
It was a long time ago. I've never forgiven myself, but isolating myself from the world has done nothing to dull the pain.
When we hurt the ones we love, even when we have no choice, it can be a difficult thing to outrun.
You remind me of him.
An artist who paints with a blade.
One that makes me laugh.
Why? What? An artist that paints with a blade. Sounds similar to someone else. Someone who once used daggers. Switched to using a gun. To listen. And willing to commit my thought through putting pen to paper in ways that I have not. To not speak them aloud to you. Each time I see you from afar, I'm stirred. Tension Spear is most trusted lieutenant, strong commander, and altitude striking. I thought to tell you again how I felt, but instead I see to my duty and you to yours. The tuned spear and the shield. You shall remain forever at once in our side, but I fear never to get it. Others are marked on my strength. If only they knew that I do not have the strength to part with the necklace I tried to gift you. The necklace you refused to accept. Continue. Interesting, useful, interesting.
Thresh has fallen. That demon couldn't hold up his end
Let's
of the
go.
bargain. But I don't need him or his secret. My will to rule Bilgewater is greater than any musty romance.
Wait! Don't release him!
Gangplank, you're a dead man.
It looks like my audience has arrived. Your new king is here, Fortune. I've had enough of your schemes, Thresh. It's time to take what I'm owed.
Yes. I can feel your desire, your fury. Now, release me!
Gangplank! Stop!
You seek to trap me in this bauble. I am no weakened shade. I will be contained no longer. You cannot keep my love from me. My passion will burn this world until she is once again at my side. Serve your king, wretch.
The plan. Kraken's blessing. Each turn. Ha! Such predictable action. You fucked yourself.
Face truth.
Come on, there we go.
I call on the Mother Serpent. A little help wouldn't hurt.
Let me guess, you understand? Give me understand. Our ass for Yasuo. Steel Tempest. No, that won't kill him. Now will. Alright. Heal self, and you can just, since Yasuo get that fucking HP back. Huh? Oh. Alright. Time's up. Too easy. Vestments of the Sun.
We got him. We got him.
Looks like he's still breathing.
Finally. After all this time, it's over. But no. Not here in the mist and the mud where no one knows you're gone. A proper trial and execution. Back in Bilgewater.
Sarah,
If I put this tyrant to the sword in front of the whole city, the Syndicate will never challenge me again.
A just punishment.
Oh, hell yeah.
now is not the time to plan Gangplank's execution, Sarah. The ruined king has escaped.
Thresh said the king would roam across the world, leaving destruction in his wake.
The city is in danger. We must leave now.
What's this?
Gangplank.
You are my queen! You need to act like one. With these relics, you will never die. I know what is best for us.
Ari, what's wrong?
Through this mist, I sensed the Ruined King's memories. I could feel his rage, his hurt, his twisted love. He's ashamed of the truth. Isolde, his wife, at the end, she was afraid of him.
But he won't stop shouting about how much she needs him.
It's a lie he's telling to himself. A secret he keeps imprisoned in a forgotten corner of his heart.
We don't have time to solve some Misty King's emotional problems. Let's get back to the ship and throw Gangplank into the brig.
Gangplank. The charming lady.
Everyone aboard? Anyone got eyes on the king?
He's hard to miss. There's a huge black cloud on the horizon between us and Bilgewater.
If Thresh was right about one thing, it's that time is our biggest enemy now. We must hurry to Bilgewater.
Fight,
Anyone have any bright ideas?
fight.
Maybe. I could channel the wind, bring it to our aid, as I have before.
I could support you, feed you energy, if for a time, removing your body's natural limits. It is not something I have done before, but I believe it possible.
Sounds crazy. Must be why I like it. Let's get the party started.
While you speed us across the sea to our enemy, I shall speak to the foe nearer at hand.
Good luck with that. Gangplank was spouting all kinds of nonsense when I locked him up.
He has
Come to
more
gloat, have ye?
You tried to trade your soul
character
for
images
power,
than
but
any other
now
character.
look at you. Sarah Fortune will execute you when we return to Bilgewater.
Well, I said I'd do anything to get Bilgewater back. So that's what I did. Anything. It was a bad bet, I admit. Thresh promised me the Black Mist. He said I could stop the Harrowings, or turn the mist against my enemies. All I had to do was defeat the Ruined King in a battle of wills. But I lost.
You may have doomed us all with your bad bet.
I should have had you around to keep me straight, I suppose.
You cannot be serious. Whatever we had together, Gangplank, it is over. You know the Buru ways. Mortals must change and grow to satisfy our goddess. But you never change. You and Sarah are both trapped in the same prison. This fight over Bilgewater will kill you both and drag the rest of us down with you.
I've been trying to change. After Fortune attacked me, I abandoned my pride. When they pulled me from the water and brought me to you, I wanted to be judged. I wanted to know if there was something left in me that mattered. When I was staring death in the face, you were the first thing I thought of. Maybe the only thing.
You have been in my thoughts as well. I cannot stop thinking what a fool I was to save a man who would ally himself with Thresh. I have questioned every moment since the Mother Serpent judged you worthy. I thought the path she set me down was broken. Or that I was. Redeem yourself. You were closest to them, to Thresh, to the Ruined King. Help us. You choose silence. Then I will gladly help Fortune execute you.
No. You're right. I can do more to help. This amulet. Thresh told me it has the power to absorb the black mist and trap the Ruined King.
Gangplank is a
Your
champion. Let's
will's
go.
gotta be strong to make it work. Stronger than his.
Give it a pike.
What drives this ancient king? Why is his will so strong?
Love. He seeks his wife. They perished young, caught in the ruination. But Thresh knew a secret that would shatter the king's will. He never shared it with me, though. I should have asked.
No need. I think we have discovered it. Ari channeled the king's memories. His love for his wife wasn't always a pure and beautiful thing. It seems the king hides the sour, twisted parts of his love from even himself. Like another man I could mention. Does the amulet still work? It doesn't shine as it did when you used it on the Shadow Isles.
When the Ruined King attacked me, it was, corrupted. But don't ask me how to fix it. You've got to figure that out yourself.
In a battle of wills, you must know that I shall give this amulet to Sarah Fortune.
I figured you would. Her will is strong.
I thought you'd do anything to destroy her.
I would, but Bilgewater needs protection. When I was with Thresh, I would have gladly ruled over a heap of bones. But now, by the goddess Alawi, someone's got to save that place. I want to rule over a city with people in it. And that amulet isn't safe to use. It got me. It might get her too. Which would save me a step.
If you manage to survive the punishment you've earned, perhaps you are worthy after all.
You just tell Fortune she won't be executing me. I still have a few tricks left.
Everyone on deck!
We're fighting a
Looks like we
kraken.
caught up to our king.
So this is what you face.
This power. It's terrifying.
Fight knows no fear.
Everyone grab onto something. We've got heavy winds incoming.
Windrake Isle. What?
I am getting tired of shipwrecks. But at least this one was with friends.
Everyone in one piece?
It'll take more than that to send me back to the deep.
Even Gangplank washed up alive.
No thanks to these chains.
They're not coming off, murderer. Throw him back in the brig, please.
cannot stand here chatting. The ruined king is getting away.
Don't worry, Alawi. We'll repair the ship and get after him.
How can we catch up in time? His power is immense. If he reaches Bilgewater, it will be the end. In the ship, Gangplank gave me this artifact. It can absorb the ruined king. But now, shipwrecked, failing this close to victory, has the goddess forsaken us?
Alawi, stop. It's no time for self-doubt. My men will patch up the ship and we'll get back to Bilgewater.
There's something strange here.
Yasuo?
The wind here feels strange. It makes me uneasy.
In what way?
I can't say. As if it's whispering something.
It must have been the wind.
Trust your instinct. It will guide you well.
My instincts tell me I don't want to be here. Do you not feel it? Something here calls from behind.
If we meet Yona, I'm quitting.
I think it's best if I take a moment to speak to him alone.
It's just Scene Island. No.
Yasuo, do you need some rest? You've not had a moment since you used your abilities on the ship.
I'm fine.
I can sense great unease from you. Pain. Something about this place is making it worse.
When we met, you asked me what I was running from. I dodged the question, but the truth is, I've been running for a long time. Years ago, I was falsely accused of killing my master. Yone, my brother, hunted me down. And when he found me, I killed him.
I've heard the humans tell this story, back in Ionia.
All of Ionia knows my story by now, but everyone has their own version. None of them make me look good. In the real story, Yone found some purpose in the spirit realm. His spirit lives on, and the pain I caused him, it lives too.
Yasuo, I know what it's like to live with that regret. Once, I had a human lover, but I lost control. I consumed his memories. I thought I was a monster, uncontrollable. But on this journey with you, I'm learning that isn't true.
The wind's howling, calling me forward. Let's return to the group.
You get yourselves in order?
There's something here, on the island. I think we need to find it.
Ari.
No more running, right?
Well, we've got time to kill. Let's look into this mystery wind.
Alright. Tatrabu Bedintar Trabu Tempest Sanctum Zephyr Peach Geo's Crossing. That Geo's a wind, Zephyr's also a wind. Wow, it really is a wind-teamed island with lots of lore. Night Shadow. No, they're just giving me a better. Never mind. Never mind. Well, gents, that is where we're gonna end it for today. We're approaching the ending. We're there close. Only about 2-3 streams to go, depending on how fast we do it. So yeah. Thank you all for watching. And like always, until next time, have a good one. You'll be watching IG on twitch.tv. See you next time. Bye.